called a BC458. And this BC458 right here has been updated with a phasing type single sideband exciter in it, and still uses the original VFO and the 1625 tubes. And I have it matched up with a matching homebrew receiver. And both of these were products of KG7TR Mike, who's the greatest constructor of homebrew transmitters in the world right now, properly. So let me talk to a few people here. Buy-sell trades are appropriate if they're vintage radio related, and this is a great place to ask for technical advice. So, I said I was going to talk to KWOZ. Dan, what about it? How about it? K5LYN.
Yeah, boy. Good evening, Lynn, and everyone else. That rig sounds great, Lynn. No question about it. This is Dan, Kate. Uh-oh. What am I, not putting out anything?
I'm still hearing you.
KWOZ, yeah, it's working. We're in the middle of Houston, and I'm on a partial boat anchor, I guess. I got an old transceiver here, a Kenwood TS850, but I'm driving a Tokyo high power let's see, what do they call it, HK2 or H2K, I guess it is, something like that, 2KL. It's got a pair of 400s in it. Normally it would have 3 500s. It was a kind of an RF deck with a whole bunch of parts hanging off it by wires, so I put it back together and found out the band switch is kind of buggered up, but fixed all that stuff and got it going, and here it is running a pair of 400s, about 900 watts, and it seems to be okay. There's some of the bands aren't going to work because there's 2 wafers on the band switch that are all burned up. And that's about it. From here, the antenna's an inverted V up about 38, 42 feet, somewhere in there. And the microphone's a Heil, gold line, something or other. And that's about it. KWOZ, back to that.
Dan, nice work on your part. Sounds great. And you're the strongest I ever heard you. How am I doing down there? Is this thing getting out?
Oh, yeah, you've got 4 chiclets lit up. That means almost 40 over.
Okay, I failed to say that this BC458 converted to a primitive sideband exciter is driving the Johnson Viking Courier. That was a offering from Richard, who's letting me use it with this station. And it's a real pleasure to have fun with this very early Johnson amplifier. Moving on down the road, PEP. Pepper, you still there somewhere? All right, maybe Pepper's moved on. How about DPP, Sammy? Well, maybe they'll be back. Let's talk to TXW. What about it, George?
Hello, Lynn, and all around the net from WB5TXW for the finest hour of amateur radio for the week. So I'm on the S-line system, 32S175S330L1, Shure 444 microphone, the power supply, the speaker box, all lined up here. Out to the dipole in the woods, and the band is good. I'm hearing I don't know what besides the guys on the net here. So that's about it, Lynn. This is WB5TXW back to net.
Just talking up a storm, George. Nicely done. All right. Hey, Jimmy, what's new? KC5WLF, talk to us.
Okay, Lynn. Good evening, everybody. This is Jimmy, KC5WLF, and hang on a second. Anyway, I got a little problem here that it's not putting out what it's supposed to be. But anyway, all I'm talking on is an old FK101GD with the SB200 amplifier, and they're not exactly talking exactly right now, or hearing. So it's time to get a tune-up on the old Zulu Delta. Anyway, even into the net, I'm listening to KC5WLF.
Okay, Jimmy. Well, it sounds fine. You're not as strong as you were a while ago. That could be band conditions. It may have nothing to do with the performance of your radio. But it sounds good. Nice to hear you this evening. Okay, since a couple of people I said I was going to talk to didn't make it, let me talk to a couple more here right quick. Let me talk to my friend Phil over in Mississippi. Then I'm going to jump over there and talk to WD0J. Yeah, Bruce. Now we got it, I think. Bruce and I just met up on 20 meters this past Sunday, and I invited him to join us. So, N5PF, hey Phil, what's new?
Well, not much. Hanging around here. Going for therapy every day. I'm getting protons ripped. They're trying to get rid of that prostate cancer. They're working on it. Anyway, that's enough for medical. I'm feeling good. I'm in good health. All of that prostate. That sucker's in bad shape. I'm running on F-line, 32S1, 75S1, a horizontal line microphone, and I got a 3001, and I'm on a case dipole at 50 feet. And back to you, N5PF.
Okay, Phil. Well, we got these things at our age. I had the prostate cancer thing 10 years ago. I'm still here. Hopefully once in a while I make sense when I talk. So keep it under control and keep us posted. We'll look for you next time around. All right, let me talk to Bruce a minute. WD0J. How about it, Bruce? K5LYN.
All right. Thank you, K9LYN, WD0J. Nice signal out of everybody today. I'm just running the KWM2 Electro Voice 664 microphone and the homebrew amplifiers like you were interested in. And the antenna, I use a different antenna for this band. It's a vertical, commercial-made vertical dipole. So that's the setup here of it.
Well, you know, you're not as strong right now as when you came in just a minute ago, so the band is changing. Did I drop down a little bit?
Yeah, you're down just a little bit. Still up there, pretty big signal. But you have dropped down a little bit.
Okay, well, that's the nature of 80 meters in the winter. It's fun, but it also changes on us. I look for you Sunday, maybe?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, most of the time I run my boat anchor stuff. I'll fire the stuff up on Friday and kind of put it away on Monday morning. But, we'll see you on Sunday.
Okay, Bruce, anything else for the group this evening?
No, I'm just going to listen along here and see what everybody's running tonight. Thank you very much for letting me in here, 7-3.
Okay, all right. Glad you came by. Okay, Jay, I haven't talked to K5LT, and let's see, I haven't talked to K0SED. And because we've got several net controls, if you were an early and you get forgotten about, let one of us know, and we will get you picked up. Over to you, Jay, K5LYN.
All righty. I think I've got a couple more than that too, so I'll just start. This is Jay, KM5QS. Tonight I am not on a boat anchor unless you consider my homebrew antenna tuner with the open wire line and the homebrew dipole. We're working on it. We're in between boat anchors at the moment. When I get everything situated, I'll see if I can find another one. KC5L, Tom, how about you this evening? Come on.
Hey, good evening, Jay, and everyone on the net. Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And tonight we're on the usual here. We're talking on the Central Electronics 200B. That's going to the matching 600L amplifier. We're using a D104 microphone. The tuner is a Johnson KW Matchbox. And that's going via open wire line to a homebrew doublet of about 15 feet. And we're listening on the R390A. And that's about all I have here, Jay. So back to you, KC5L.
Okay, Tom. Well, it's sounding great as usual. So, keep up the good work, and we'll listen for you later. Let me see. K0SED. Steve, long time no hear. Go ahead.
Oh, good evening, Jay, and all the boat anchors. K0SED, Steve and Tyler. And as usual, on my trusty old Kenwood 520 and a Collins 3001 with a 4-barrel carburetor. Anyway, and a fan dipole up about 40-odd feet. And that's about it from here. Back to you, Jay. K0SED.
All right. Thank you, Steve, for checking in. And K5LT, Lyle, you're in there.
Well, good evening, Jay, and everybody else in the net. This is Lyle, Kilo 5 Lima Tango. I'm located outside of Bernie, Texas, about 35 miles north of San Antonio up in the hill country. And I am running the usual tonight, running the Heathkit SB101 into a Heathkit SB221 amplifier out to the double extended ZEP antenna running through the cedar trees. So nothing new here. Same old, just thank you and Lynn for running the net tonight. So back to you, Jay, K5LT.
All righty, Lyle, thanks for checking in. I've got about three more, and then that includes, I'm going to turn it to Doug at the end of that. So right now, let's see if we can catch W5 TTS. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I thought he was in there, unless I got the call wrong. KL7CD.
Oh, Jay.
Okay, thank you, Jay. Somebody else was in there for just a second. KL7 Charlie Delta, my name is Mike. I'm in Greers Ferry, Arkansas. Beautiful day today here, fall day. Lots of leaves coming down. About a high of about 67 degrees. It's just beautiful fall weather. Anyway, tonight I'm on my boat anchors are Hallicrafter Station, SX117 receiver, and a HT44 transmitter. They operate in transceive, so they're called the Twins. From about 1962 to 1965, somewhere in there they were produced. I have the matching speaker and power supply for the HT44 transmitter. It uses a pair of 6 DQ5 sweep tubes in the final, puts out about 100 watts. And my amplifier is 3001 by Collins, and I'm running about 600 watts, something like that out of that. That runs via coax, no tuner in line, to my double bazooka up in the red oak trees about 45 feet. Microphone is a D104, so I hope you're copying me. Everybody's coming in real good here in Arkansas, northern Arkansas, north central Arkansas, I'll say. We're about 75 road miles from the Little Rock Airport, north and just a little bit east. Anyway, that's what's going on here, Jay. KL7 Charlie Delta, back to net. Okay, Mike. Yeah, you're doing fine down here. It's like you're next door. It's working. Everything's working good for you. Yeah, I think I heard Jeff in there. Jeff, was that you?
Yeah, it was, Jay. KM5QS. You want me to say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
W5OMR in San Antonio. Good evening, everybody. I'm not on the boat anchor per se, not the transceiver anyway. Running the Kenwood TS2000. A dynamic microphone into a 31 band graphic EQ plugged into the front of the radio. The boat anchor is the Drake L7 amplifier running a pair of 3500Zs, kicking about a kW or so. And that's going into a Tentec 238 tuner. And I've got 50 feet of coax going into a 4-to-1 DX Engineering current balance. It is feeding 60 feet of open wire feed line, which is feeding 320 feet of a loop antenna. The highest point is only about 30 feet off of the ground. And that's all home brewed, and that's what we're doing here in San Antonio. KM5QS. Evening, everybody on the boat anchors. That from W5OMR. Okay, Jeff. Thanks for checking in. We'll catch up with you later. All right, Doug, I'm going to turn it over to you. WB1E, this is KM5QS. Go ahead.
All right, thanks, Jay. Good evening, everybody. This is Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo here in Bryan, Texas. And I'm going to take some check-ins on the boat anchor net. And real quick, I'll tell you about what my station looks like. It starts off an Electro Voice 638. It's plugged into a Swan 500. The only thing I had to do with that is clean the band switch, and it came alive. Running a new pair of 6 HF5 sweep tubes for the finals, going into a Swan Mark 1. The only thing that's the same on that is the front panel. And I don't even think the location of the SO239 in the back is even the same. So, but it's running a pair of 4400s doing legal limit. So on 2700 volts B+. So going out with a piece of coax to an obscene 95 feet feed point for an inverted Y. So with that, I'm going to sit here with my pen and pad and write down some check-ins. So anybody that would like to check into the Boat Anchors Net, come now.
Whiskey X-ray 5 Tango. November 0 Golf Victor Kilo. Kilo Golf 5 Tango Quebec Echo.
Okay, the last one I'm going to have to, I'll get back with you. I'm going to just call you the last one. Right now I have a Whiskey Tango 5 station. Come on now.
Yeah, okay. WB1E, this is Whiskey X-ray 5 Tango. WX5T, name's James. And we're located in Harrison, Arkansas. We're running a barefoot set of Drake twins here. About 90 watts, I guess. But anyway, the old Drake twins and like I say, about 100 watts or something like that, 90 to 100. Old transmitter's a T4XB and the receiver's an R4A. And that's running into an inverted V at about 40 feet here. Running it through a Drake MN 2000 matching unit, and the microphone's a Shure 444. And I have to tell you, WB1E, you're 20 over in Harrison, Arkansas, sounding great. Thank you very much for letting me in, WX5T.
Okay, WX5T, awesome, James. Thanks for the flowers. I appreciate it. Right back at you. Those Drake twins are sounding great down there from Harrison, Arkansas. Spent a year up there in Pea Ridge, so Arkansas, beautiful place. Okay, well, thanks very much for checking in. I look forward to you hearing you maybe next week on the Boat Anchors Net. All right, I have a Golf Victor Kilo. Come now, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Doug and the Net. This is November 0 Golf Victor Kilo, heard up here in south central Nebraska. And tonight, Doug, I'm running my high-gain Galaxy GT550 Alpha station. And that was made around 1971. And I have the matching speaker, VFO, watt meter, and actually a matching rotor control box that ran the roto brake rotator. I don't have the roto brake, but I do have the matching control box. That's quite rare. And I do have that running into a Galaxy 2000B amplifier. Put out about 600 watts into an off-center pit antenna up 30 feet. WB1E from N0GBK.
Okay, real good. Son of a gun, N0GBK up there in Nebraska on the high gain. Yeah, I forgot all about high gain made the Galaxy stuff, and you got the rotor control box. Good grief. Hey, anything else for the net tonight? Over.
The only thing else is I'm looking for a Galaxy Lima Alpha-550, and that is the matching amplifier for the GT550. They did not make a matching amplifier for the 550A, but they did make one for the 550. I am looking for one of those if anybody ever runs across one. Thanks a lot, Doug.
Okay, no problem. N0 Golf Victor Kilo is looking for a matching linear. It's called an LA. That's Lima Alpha 550. Did I get it correct? Over.
That's correct, Doug.
Okay, and you're good on QRZ by any chance?
Yes, I am.
Okay, under the call, November 0 Golf Victor Kilo. Very good. Well, thanks for the listing and thanks for checking into the Boat Anchors Net. Now, there's the last gentleman. I called you the last guy. Please come now with your call and tell me what you're running. This is WB1E. Over. Okay, can I get a relay from somebody on his call?
I didn't get his call, but he's running HW100 heat kit.
Roger. Yeah, I did copy that hot water 101 heat kit, and I have a light copy on you. You're probably about an S4 copy. I think I can get your call letter. Give it to me one more time. Over.
Did he? I think he said Kilo Golf 5 Tango Mexico.
Tango Mexico,
Kilo Golf
Quebec,
Tango,
is that
Quebec
correct?
Echo, TQE.
Tango, Quebec Echo, KG5, TQE.
Got it. Okay, well, thanks for checking in. Give me your first name, sir.
First name is Gary, up here at 60 miles north of Dallas, KG5, TQE.
Okay, I need a relay on that first name, guys.
It was Gary.
Gary, thank you very much, Gary. Sorry, I don't have it's a quiet band here, but it sure has changed in the last probably 15, 20 minutes. Thanks for checking in. Kilo Golf 5, Tango, Quebec Echo. Thanks a lot, and I appreciate you checking in. I look forward to you checking in next week. All right, guys, I have an empty list. Would there be anybody else that would like to check in with the Boat Anchors Net tonight?
Delta Hotel Echo.
B0 GKW, Cabot, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay, I have a Hotel Echo. Come now.
K5 Delta Hotel Echo. Name's Jim, and we're in Granbury, Texas. Tonight we're running on a semi-boat anchor, a very clean and nice Kenwood 830S with a piece kit 2040 tuner by dipole antenna up about 30 feet in the air, and the amplifier is a SB200. And that's the rundown on the rig.
Okay, well, very good, Jim. Hey, thanks for checking in. Jim is running a Kenwood 830 and a SB200. Well, very good. You Q5 copy. Well, thanks for checking in, Jim. Anything else for the net tonight? Over.
Well, next week, or after the week after Thanksgiving, I should have my new little Pentec 544 up and running. I don't have a microphone for it. It's my problem.
Oh, son of a gun. Boy, I'll tell you, Jim, you're almost as strong as that Nebraska guy up there with the Galaxy stuff. Hi. Everybody is at least S9 to S20 tonight, so I look forward to some more good copies. It's just the band, it's changing pretty quick. Well, thanks for checking in, and I'll move on down the list, sir.
WB0 GKW, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yes, DKW, is that correct? Delta Kilo Whiskey, over?
No, it's like good Kentucky whiskey, GKW.
GKW, Doug.
Yeah, that's what I had written down. That's what I thought. Okay, very good. Yeah, phonetics are sometimes helpful. GKW, the station. Sorry for the prefix. I need to write that down on the next go-around. Good evening, and welcome to the Boat Anchor Net, sir, up there in Nebraska. Over.
Roger. Yeah, Kurt texted me on my phone a little bit ago and told me the net was on, so I thought I'd check in with you guys. I've checked in with you before, but it's been a while back. But anyway, I'm running a Swan 270 Signet B and a Dentron amplifier here, an MLA 2500, and we're going through the Dentron Super Tuner Plus and into a 160 meter dipole here, and we're modulating it on the other end with a Turner 350 hand mic. That's the setup here.
That's a doggone sound of good hand mic, I have to tell you. It was a Swan 270 Bravo driving a MLA 2500. Well, I'll tell you, those Dentrons are really nice tuners. The big ones are very collectible. Thanks for checking in with the Boat Anchors Net tonight. Anything else, over?
No, but Kurt has got a good signal in here. GVK, he's booming in here on the old Galaxy.
No, Roger. Well, you're S8, sir, and thanks for checking in from the wonderful state of Nebraska. Rusty, I'm going to send it over to you, sir. So WK5R, this is WB1E, over.
Okay, Doug, you drifted a little bit there, but you give me time to retune there. This is WK5R, and you're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. I'm not on a boat anchor. I'm on my usual Kenwood TS590S. The microphone is a dynamic studio mic. It's a Tascam TM70 by TAC, and the radio on that is going through a homebrew tuner in bypass mode right now, as I don't need it here on 80 meters. And I'm driving my homebrew GS35B amplifier at roughly legal limits. And that goes into a homebrew fan dipole up at about 50 feet. And that's the operating condition here. So with that, who else? I don't have a list, so I'll just throw it out there. Who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Yankee Lima.
Okay, who was that again? I didn't quite get the call.
Kilowatt Charlie 5, Yankee Lima.
KC5YL, go ahead.
Okay, hello to the net. This is Kilowatt Charlie 5, Yankee Lima. I got to turn this off, no wonder. I was hearing myself come back. And I'm in McKinney, Texas, and I'm running a set up here, a Swan 600 Twins with a Mark II amplifier and running a Electro Voice 638 to a dipole. The feed point's about 24 feet, so I'm kind of limited on my antenna situation. But anyhow, I'm just proud to be able to get this thing to go. This is Kilowatt Charlie 5, Yankee Lima.
Okay. Yeah, the Swan Twins, you don't see those very often, but that's a new one. I know what those are, but we don't get those on the net very often. Glad you brought them on there. It sounded good, and I got a brother lives up there with you. He lives over there on St. Remy, right off 75 to the west there. Anyway, appreciate you checking in, and we'll catch you next week, maybe. All right. Anybody else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
WB5L is easy.
Go ahead, Don.
That's Don, New Caney, Texas, running a TS520 homebrew 41000 amp antenna, 45 feet. Over.
And a good as usual there, Don. It always works for you.
Thanks.
Catch you next time. Okay, who's next for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
November 5, Bravo Tango.
N5 Bravo Tango. I believe that you are out in, where is that, Odessa?
I am in Odessa, Texas. You got a good memory there. Yeah, this is Mickey out in Odessa, and I am not on my boat anchor tonight. I actually forgot what night it was and scrolled over here to see if anybody was on this frequency and heard the net was going, but I'm on my normal rig, which is a Yaesu FTDX10, going to an Alpha 8410 that's giving me about 1100 watts right now, and that's going through an 80-meter doublet at about 30 feet off the ground. The microphone is a newly acquired EV RE320, and so far I'm liking all of this. But yeah, if I would have thought about it earlier, I would have got everything warmed up and tuned up over here in the corner and checked in on the boat anchor. But I need to make better notes for myself next time. But yeah, everybody's sounding good, and thanks for letting me check in.
Okay. Yeah, I do have a pretty good memory there. Well, it's working for you, and it doesn't matter as long as you're interested in what we're doing, and I know you are. Oh, we'll catch you next week then, maybe. All right, who's next for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Yep. 5 Edward David X-Ray.
All right, Byron, go ahead. Go ahead, Byron.
Tonight I'm on not a Kenwood. I'm on a Heathkit 101. And it's one I had on last week, but it had some audio problems and some drifting problems. And I've been working on it this week, and I hope they're corrected, so I'd like some critical comments by anyone. And I hope I'm not drifting too bad. The rig's been on here for a couple hours on the old workbench here. So, no linear, D104 microphone up into the old inverted V up by 35 feet. Beautiful here in Buffdale. Sure like fall weather. So it's nice and comfortable out here in the barn tonight. So back to you, Rusty, WA5EDX.
Yeah, it finally smoothed out on you there, Byron. It was a little bit intermittent there at the first, but it smoothed out on the end. Sounds good. Appreciate you checking in. We'll catch you later.
All right, who's next for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
November 4, Uniform Golf Lima.
November 4, Uniform Golf Lima. Go ahead, sir.
Well, good evening. Name here is Carl, located in Palm Harbor, Florida. Palm Harbor, Florida. Call is in for UGL. And I believe it's my first time checking in, but I feel like I know all of you. So I've been listening to the recordings on YouTube in the mornings when I'm out on my bicycle ride, and I absolutely love it. So really good stuff. I'm not on an old radio right now. I've got a friend over. I'm actually doing a demonstration of remote radio. I've got a little Flex that I'm running here with the base of the radio over at a guest house here on the same property. But I've got every Kenwood ever made. So I've got all the 520s and the 515s and you name it. So I'm even though I've got a Kenwood 890, my main rig over here is an old 520 that I absolutely love. So love what you guys doing. Just wanted to check in real quick and doing a quick demo here. So thanks again for what y'all do, and I'll catch you on YouTube. N4 UGL, Palm Harbor, Florida.
Roger, Roger. Well, you're sounding great over here in Northeast Texas. Been a while since we got a Florida station in here, so glad to have you all in here. We'll look for you again later. And Matt does a great job on the recording. All right, we'll catch you later. 7-3's over that way. All right, who's next for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
He was barefoot.
What about barefoot?
I said, and he was barefoot.
Yeah, you're right. It still had a good signal coming across the Gulf.
Good ground plane.
Yeah, you're right about that, Jay. All right, one more time. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. All right, KL7CD. Mike, do you want to take a shot?
Well, I can give it a try. I don't know. You may have run the fish the pond dry, as you always say, but I'll give it a try. You want me to do that?
Yeah, go ahead and give her a shot, Mike.
Okay. Okay, this is KL7 Charlie Delta. I'm in Greers Ferry, Arkansas. My name is Mike. You've stumbled onto the Boat Anchors Unlimited net, and we're taking check-ins. We got about 23 so far tonight. If you're interested in boat anchors, we want to hear from you, even if you don't run a boat anchor. What we do is check in 7:30 every Wednesday night, 7:30 Central Time, and all the boat anchor enthusiasts come in here and talk about their radios. Give us a rig report, that sort of thing. Conditions are pretty good tonight, so if you'd like to come in and check in, come now. KL7 Charlie Delta, go ahead. I hear nothing.
Mike, I could take it a minute.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to call KC5YL, if he's still here, on that very rare Swan Twin station. And I didn't catch his name. KC5YL. Sir, you still here by any chance?
Yes, I am. Hello, Lynn. This is KC5YL. The name here is Rudy. And I think we may have... Oops, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Get it up there. Maybe you can hear better. And I think we have spoken or attempted to speak. We've attempted to talk on the 20-meter net. Over.
Yeah, that's right. You and I can hear each other once in a great while on 20. Well, let me tell you, you got the only Swan Twins we've ever had on this net, I think. Tell us a little bit more about what you had to do and get them up and running. The reason I'm interested in that is I've got the Swan Twins in the closet with the receiver running. I haven't tackled the transmitter yet, so I'd like to hear a little bit more about your experiences. And you probably heard I'm on the cheap and easy SSB from QSC 1956. Back to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I had to do quite a bit on these. I think these were probably stored in a wet basement on the floor, maybe. But I had to do some cleaning up, and I actually had to replace I had to repair the circuit board, the audio circuit board there. It had some burned traces on it where I don't know what happened. And I ended up replacing some capacitors that I really didn't need to replace because I really didn't know what I was doing when I was doing it. And unfortunately, some of those capacitors were, I think they were negative NPOs. So anyway, but other than that, I just had to clean it up. I had some difficulty with the VFO stability, and I still have issues with it. I actually installed a Cumbria frequency stabilizer in it because I was just getting too frustrated with it. But I think if I hadn't replaced some of the wrong capacitors, that it might be doing better. So I've got to go dig out those old capacitors and maybe put them back in. Anyway, that's it. Basically, I just had to clean it up and hook it up. Over.
Well, that printed circuit board in the transmitter is exactly what scared me off. And it sounds like you had to jump through some hoops with respect to that deal also, but still very nice work, Rudy. And you've inspired me to take a second look at mine. Over.
Why, surely. Well, tell me now, if you ever get tired of messing with it, let me know, and I'll see if I can find a home for you. Over.
Well, that's the rare. Those are said to be among the best swans ever made. And WB1E, Doug, that's one of our goals for the future. Anyway, Rudy, thanks for coming back to me. I might send you some emails since I don't know that I knew you had that station, so we might talk further. Anything else on your end this evening?
No, that's good. And I'm good in QRZ. And by the way, there was a station on who's out in Odessa. And I'd like to, when the net's over, I'd like to connect with him if he is still listening. So that's all I have. KC5YL.
Well, let's take a minute here. Why don't you call him and see if he's still there right quick?
Well, I didn't catch the call, so I don't know what to ask. Over.
Odessa, you there? Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, this is N5BT, Mickey out in Odessa.
That's Jonathan.
No, you say Mickey?
Not Jonathan.
Jonathan's the one who's in there, though.
Well, Jonathan's in Odessa also, but I don't think he checked into the net.
No, he did not. That was Mickey that checked into the net. N5 Bravo Tango.
Okay, well, I just wanted to tell Mickey that I'll be in his neighborhood this Saturday. I'll be at a place called Flair Taverna. So if you come out there, come say hello to me, and I'll shake your hand. Over.
Yeah, very good. That's about a quarter of a mile from my house here. What's your call sign?
KC5YL. Kilowatt Charlie 5 Yankee Lima. And give me an email and I'll respond. Over.
Sounds good. Is your email on QRZ?
Yes, it is. Well, I'll make it easy. I've got a couple, but this is the best one. It's KC5YL.radio@gmail. Over.
I'll sure send you a little email, and we can talk on the side. But thanks for giving me a call, and yeah, I'll get back with you. KC5YL from N5BT. Have a good one.
All right, 73. Thanks for the net there. KC5YL.
Okay. That's what the net's all about, is getting people together to get these radios up and running, and we just have done a long way down that road on this evening here. Anybody need to talk to me? We'll pass it around the table one more time. Anybody need to talk to me before I pass it around for another net control? K5LYN.
Yeah, Lynn?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Doug WB1E. Just FYI, I saw a Swan 600 receiver. It's been listed for the last week on Phase Plant Market, just if you're interested.
Well, I got the receiver working, Doug. It's the transmitter's got me stumped. It's got a real tricky board there that he was talking about.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, just another one for sale. I didn't know they were even out there. All right, I'll stand by. WB1E.
Hey, Lynn.
They're the rarest Swan, I think, and maybe one of the best. All right. Jay, I've had enough. You want to pass around the table one more time? Over to you. K5LYN.
Okay, yeah, I can see if there's anything left. We've had like 25, 26, so done pretty good this evening. By the way, Wild Bill has a set of twins Swan twins in his collection over there in pristine condition, from what I understand. But I don't think he wants to move them. All right, folks, this is the Boat Anchors Unlimited, and we're probably getting close to the end, but if there's anybody we missed out there and you'd like to check in, you appreciate what we're doing and want to say something about it, come down here now. I think we might have done it, Lynn. So I'm not sure what the protocol is. We have so many net controls this evening. Whoever usually takes it and closes it out or tries it again and then does it or whatever, it's KM5QS turning it back to the next in line.
All right, Jay, I'll take it. This is Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo. Guys, this is the Boat Anchors Net. We're looking for check-ins one last time. Looking for Boat Anchors Unlimited Net check-ins. This is Doug WB1E. Come now. Nothing heard. Back to net.
Okay, this is WK5R. This is the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. And if there's anybody out there that hasn't checked in and wants to check in before we shut the door, come now. I believe we have fished the pond dry. Appreciate everybody checking in. We know what, take a few things on there and keep them going. We'll look for y'all next week. So this is WK5R, now closing the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net and returning the frequency to normal amateur of use. 7-3s, everybody.
Great net, guys. This is what it's all about. K5LYN.
Yep, it's working good.